friends, this is Kristen from the Pros and Cons team, and today I'm really excited to talk about the pros and cons of running on a treadmill versus running outside. So to start off, the pros of running on a treadmill is it helps you get the pace that you want. I feel like running is very much a mental game, and it's so nice to be like, I want to get 9-minute miles, or I want to get 8-minute miles, and so you can just put that in, and then all you have to do is keep running. Whereas when you're outside, sometimes it's like, oh, dang it, I'm like off pace or whatever, because you can get distracted and just slow down. So that's a really great thing about running on a treadmill. Another thing is it's so much easier sometimes to have a treadmill, especially when it's at home, when you have kids, because it's hard to take kids. You have to take a running stroller, you have to get them all bundled up. If you have more than one kid, you have to figure out that whole scenario, and when they're really young, you really are kind of limited, so it's really nice to have that. Another great thing is this, like being on a treadmill, you're not affected by the elements. It is hard to run outside in the cold. I'm super impressed with people that do it, and it is super nice to get outside, but I feel like it just burns your lungs, and so it's nice to have a treadmill that's out of the elements. You can just, your room temperature is going to be what you're going to have to deal with. So that is another pro of a treadmill. Okay, a treadmill can be so annoying. I feel like the miles drag on like nobody's business. I like really struggle on treadmills because it's just like you're running literally in place, it feels like, because you are. So it's just something that's like not my favorite. Another thing is I feel like treadmills are very different than running outside. My treadmill doesn't do elevation. It's very simple. So maybe with elevation it's a little different, but there's, I feel like there's a very big difference of like, just like if you've run on your treadmill for months at a time and then go try running outside, it's a different game. Like you still get a good workout, but it just feels different. And so that's something else that is a con with running on a treadmill. Another thing is that you have to store the treadmill, and when you're just running outside, you just throw on your shoes and go. That is if you don't have kids. But it's just something that, I don't know, takes up a lot of space, and especially if you're just starting out running, a treadmill is probably not the best place to go unless you're somewhere where you can't run outside, but it just like isn't as fun as running out in nature, where I feel like I can think better. Sometimes I feel like we're just kind of trapped into our houses, and so that's another thing with running on a treadmill. It's just more time inside. So these are some of the pros and cons that I have thought of. If there are additional pros and cons that you would like to add, please leave them in the comments below, and you can check out more pros and cons on our blog linked in the description. I hope you have a great day. Bye.